What if I told you that the exact life you are living right now, your bank account, your relationships, the opportunities that seem to find you or avoid you, is nothing more than the physical evidence of words you have spoken about yourself thousands of times without even noticing? Stop for 1 second. Before you scroll away, before you tell yourself, this is just another video about positive thinking, I want you to ask yourself something honest. When was the last time you caught yourself saying, I can't afford that? Or, money is always tight for people like me? Or, good things happen to everyone except me? If any of those sentences felt familiar, then you already understand why your life looks the way it looks. And if you stay with me for the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly how to reverse it. Starting today, starting with nothing but a pen, a piece of paper, and the willingness to change the conversation you are having with the universe. Before we go further, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because what I am about to share with you is not a theory. It is a practice. One used quietly by people who transformed their entire financial reality by changing one thing: the words they allowed themselves to think, speak, and write. Stay until the end, because I will guide you through a short written exercise that could shift the way you experience money for the rest of your life. Let's begin with a truth that mystics, philosophers, and quiet millionaires have known for centuries. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between a sentence you say as a joke and a sentence you say as a prophecy. It simply listens. It records. And then, faithfully, obediently, it builds your outer world to match the inner one you keep describing. This is the hidden mechanism behind every rags to riches story, and every story of sudden collapse. It was never really about luck. It was about language. The spoken and written word is not decoration. It is instruction. Every time you say, I am broke, you are not describing a temporary circumstance. You are giving a command to the most powerful instrument you own, your own consciousness. Think of your mind as fertile soil, and your words as seeds. It does not matter whether the seed is a rose or a weed. The soil does not judge. It does not filter. It simply grows whatever you plant. For years, maybe your whole life, you have been unconsciously planting seeds of lack. I'll never be rich. Money doesn't grow on trees. People like us don't get lucky breaks. And the soil, faithful and impartial, has obeyed. It has grown exactly what you planted. Here is the beautiful part. The soil does not care about your history. It does not care what you planted yesterday. It is ready, right now, in this very moment, to receive a new seed. And that is why writing is so much more powerful than simply thinking. When you write a statement of abundance, you are engaging your hand, your eyes, and your inner voice all at once. 3 doorways into the subconscious instead of 1. So here's a question I want you to sit with for a moment. If your bank account right now is a mirror of the words you have been repeating internally for the last 10 years, what has it been reflecting back to you? Pause the video if you need to. Really answer that question. Awareness is not painful. It is liberating. Because the moment you see the pattern, you already have the power to interrupt it. Now let's talk about how the great teachers of this philosophy approached prosperity. Not as something to chase, but as something to claim. The idea was never, I hope money comes to me one day. The idea was always, I now accept the abundance that is already circulating in the universe, and I open myself, in this moment, to receive my share of it. Do you see the difference? Hope is passive. Acceptance is active. Hope waits by the window. Acceptance opens the door. When you write, I am a magnet for unexpected income, you are not lying to yourself. You are retraining the deepest part of your mind to expect good instead of bracing for lack. And the mind, obedient as always, will start finding evidence to prove you right. It will notice the opportunity you would have ignored before. It will nudge you toward the conversation that leads to the offer. It will soften your voice in the negotiation that used to make you anxious. None of this is magic in the sense of something arriving from nowhere. It is magic in the sense of your own perception finally being realigned with possibility instead of fear. Let's pause here for your first exercise, because talking about this is not enough. You have to feel it in your own hand. I want you to take a notebook, or even just a piece of paper, and write this sentence, slowly, 3 times. Money flows to me easily, and I welcome it with gratitude. Do not rush through it. Feel each word as you write it. If any part of you resists, if a voice inside says, "That's not true for me," good. That resistance is showing you exactly where the old programming lives. Write the sentence anyway. Repetition, done with feeling, is what rewires belief. This is not about pretending your bills don't exist. It's about refusing to let today's bank balance dictate tomorrow's possibilities. Here's something else worth exploring. Have you ever noticed that the people who seem most relaxed about money are often the ones who attract more of it? And the people who cling the tightest, who worry the most, who check their balance out of fear rather than curiosity, they often stay stuck in the same cycle. Why is that? Because worry is simply a prayer for what you don't want. Every anxious thought about lack is, energetically, a request for more lack, said with tremendous emotional intensity. So the invitation here is not to ignore your finances. It's to approach them from a completely different emotional home. Instead of checking your account with dread, try checking it with curiosity, even gratitude for what is already there, however small it may seem today. Gratitude is the frequency that opens the channel. Anxiety is the frequency that closes it. I want to introduce a small but powerful daily ritual you can start tonight. Before you go to sleep, take out your notebook and write down 3 things related to prosperity that you are grateful for. They do not have to be about money directly. It could be, I am grateful for the roof over my head. I am grateful for the skill that allows me to earn a living. I am grateful for the unexpected $20 I found in my coat pocket this week. The subconscious mind, right before sleep, is at its most receptive. What you plant there tends to take root fastest, because there is no analytical resistant standing guard at that hour. This single habit, done consistently for 30 days, has quietly changed how thousands of people relate to money. Not because it manufactures cash out of thin air, but because it repositions the mind from scarcity to expectancy. And expectancy changes behavior, and behavior changes results. Let me ask you something else, because I think it matters more than people realize. What would you do differently today if you already knew, with complete certainty, that abundance was on its way to you? Would you speak to yourself more kindly? Would you take that first step toward the idea you've been sitting on for months? Would you stop apologizing for wanting more? Sit with that question. Most people wait for proof before they change their behavior. But the deepest teaching in this philosophy flips that order entirely. You change your inner conversation first. You act as though the good is already assured, and the proof follows the belief, not the other way around. That is the whole secret hidden inside phrases like ask, believe, receive. It was never sequential luck. It was always psychological law. Now I know some of you watching this are thinking, but my situation is different. My bills are real. My debt is real. My circumstances are real. And you're right. I am not asking you to deny reality. I am asking you to stop giving your undivided emotional loyalty to a reality you don't want to keep. You can acknowledge where you are without swearing allegiance to staying there. Every master of this practice in every generation said some version of the same thing. Do not fight the current condition, simply stop feeding it your attention, and start feeding your attention to the condition you prefer. The bill on the table is a fact, but I will always struggle with money is not a fact. It is a sentence you have been repeating, and sentences can be rewritten. Here is your second exercise. I want you to write a short letter, just a few lines, to yourself, dated 1 year from today, written entirely in the present tense, describing the financial life you want to be living. Not vague wishes like, I want to be rich. Be specific. I am so grateful that my income has grown steadily this year. I handle money with confidence and ease. Opportunities keep finding me, and I say yes to the ones aligned with my growth. I'll fold that letter and put it somewhere you'll see it. Your wallet, your desk drawer, the Notes app on your phone. This is not fantasy. This is a blueprint. Architects draw the building before it exists. You are doing the same thing, except the material you're building with is your own expectation. Before we close, let's talk about the words you use in ordinary conversation, because this is where most people leak their power without realizing it. How often do you say, "I'm dead broke," even as a joke? How often do you say, "That's way out of my budget," before you've even truly considered it? Every one of those phrases is a small deposit into the account of lack. I'm not telling you to lie about your current numbers. I'm telling you to soften the language around them. Instead of, "I can't afford that," try, "That's not a priority for me right now." Notice how one sentence closes a door on abundance, and the other simply redirects it. This single shift in vocabulary, practiced daily, retrains not just your mindset, but the way opportunities present themselves to you. Because people, and the universe, respond to the energy behind our words far more than the literal content of them. So here is what I want you to walk away with today. Your prosperity was never about the amount of money currently in your account. It was always about the story you kept telling regarding what you deserve, what is possible for you, and what you believe is coming next. Every affirmation you write, every grateful sentence before bed, every letter to your future self is not wishful thinking. It is you, quietly and deliberately, taking authorship of your own life again. The pen in your hand is more powerful than you have been told. Use it. If this video moved something in you, if even one sentence landed exactly where you needed it, do 3 things right now before you go. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video in this series, where we go even deeper into daily practices for abundance. Leave a comment below telling me the one affirmation you're going to write down tonight. I read every single one, and your words might be exactly what someone else scrolling through the comments needs to see today. And finally, like this video, because it helps this message reach someone else who is exactly where you were 20 minutes ago. Stuck, doubting, wondering if change is really possible for them. It is. It always was. It simply begins the moment you decide to write a different sentence about your life. So go on, pick up that pen. Your new story starts with the very next word you choose to write.